Good evening once again, everyone. My name is Mr. Smeghead, and tonight we're going to be doing part 22 of the Adventures of Alundra Let's Play. And for some reason, Mayor's just sort of hanging around the sanctuary. Don't know what's going on there. We'll find out soon, though. Cephas hasn't really changed his tune after what had happened earlier. I forget what it was that we did earlier, but it's a thing. I think we explored someone's... Yeah, we explored Giles' mind. Anyway, so I really should make sure to check what I've done in the previous times. Anyway, now we're going to be going up to Magaskar to tell all the villagers about exactly what's happened, or roughly what's happened. You know, we don't actually know what Alundra says to these people, but you know, you gotta assume it's something good. It's not just, oh hey, we end up killing Giles. Sorry about that. That would be rude and wrong, technically. Pretty sure he'd end up pissing everyone off. Anyway. Almost there now, we just gotta keep on rambling some more. Well, am I talking about myself or am I talking about Alundra? Who the hell knows? Anyway, finally here, at Magaskar, the border of life and death, as it is. It's amazing, isn't it? No. Thank you, loading times. Alright, now then, we're finally here. Everyone still seems to be into the whole praying thing. We're finally getting the message across that everything has gone well. Always a good thing. They all seem to be very, very pleased about what we've done, at the very least. Yep, as you can tell. We just got, what was it? I think we're finally getting the idea through to them that, well, it's not the gods that are helping us for once, it's Alundra. Yay! Anyway, with all that done, everyone just starts congregating. Well, everyone starts milling back. Or milling back, is that even the term? I don't know. Anyway, we got a little message from Jess here before we can go, telling us to keep away from the back of Magaskar for some strange reason. Apparently, since the last time we actually came here to have a look, a crack has developed in the back of the, what was it? In the back of the, whatchamacallit here? The dice? I don't remember the words to describe things. Anyway, now we're in Magaskar proper. Apparently behind that simple wall was an actual cave. Didn't you see that coming? Anyway, now we're entering what could be considered a rather irritating area because, well, it's got those, it's got those cockroach shamblers flying, or milling about again. I've got to learn other words for that apart from milling. And we've got to burn everything with these torches. Unfortunately, I am a bit of a ding-dong and screw up this first part already, because the first torch is knocked out of my hands, the second torch I accidentally jumped into, and the third one, well, obviously, as you can tell, I accidentally threw it just a bit too short of my actual intended location. It's an unfortunate thing, but, well, these things happen. Anyway, let's retry that, shall we? We're back in Magaskar. I like how it brings that little prompt up every time. Anyway, let's just deal with, actually, are those cockroaches or silverfish? I mean, they are silver. But then again, I don't remember what colour silverfish actually are in real life. And I'm pretty sure these guys aren't climbing out of the goddamn walls, or breaking the walls apart. Anyway, we got what's... I want to say this is the main hub. And I guess it is, because it's got the save point here. So we're just going to skip this bit. Oh man. Have a little checkpoint there because, well, I needed to have a break from playing for over 2 hours or so. And unfortunately, that gate's locked, so we've got to find a way. In and around. Fortunately, that flipping lever refuses to get hit, so you have to actually throw a bomb there. Very weird. Now that I think about it. Anyway, there's multiple. Well, okay, I say there's multiple. There's two paths we can take. We could take the teleporter path, or we could take this path, which ends up actually taking us forward. I think the teleporter just has a bunch of items. We'll find out about that later. Anyway, walk right into a shambler, not the best idea. And yes, I am calling it a shambler because it's shambling. Isn't that amazing? And they keep bloody making noise whenever I kill them. It's hard to talk over them all the damn time. Yeah, almost at full health, just like 2/3. This platform, as you may be able to tell, it changes direction depending on which way Alundra is facing, or rather, which way Alundra directs himself. Basically, if I press left on it, then the platform goes left. It only changes direction if you're standing on it, though. So, leaping on top of it, leaping and then changing your direction will keep it from turning any further. Now then, we're starting to get some pretty interesting. Alright, thank you for dying. We're starting to get some interesting puzzles here. I say puzzles. Just like, oh hey, do you know how to get up there? I don't. No, you gotta move these barrels everywhere. And there's more of the flippin' shamblers there, isn't that just so much fun? Oh, there's also a switch. Well, yeah, a switch and a treasure chest here, which we're gonna have to access in order to actually proceed further on into Madagascar. Once those bloody cockroach, silkfish, bug type things are done dying, we're all good. Now then, we've got to find a way to get them up there. So this is obviously the simplest way. You know, once I've actually lobbed it up there properly. Now I thought, I'm gonna have to redo this, aren't I? But of course, there's always a way, and where there's a way, there's a will. I think I got that the right way around. And yeah, amazing. I stand on that tiny sliver of land. Even Mega Man would be jealous. And isn't that brilliant? I managed to land the barrel just on top of the other one, instead of accidentally throwing it to the bottom or throwing it too far and having it fly to the bottom of the floor, or to the bottom of the room. This one's simple enough. Very easy to get past. And yes, like I say, we got a key from this, so now we can actually continue on into the right of the main atrium. I don't actually go onto the teleporter for quite a while because, well, I'm a ding dong. We don't breach that until later. Now, what was I saying? Yes, we not really got. I really should have cut this bit out because, you know, this is just pointless backtracking. Oh, not pointless backtracking. This is pointless transitioning. But I suppose I wanted to show myself strong with these bastards. Yep, they still died to one hit from pots. Always a good thing. Now then, because I'd taken quite a bit of damage, I decided to take a quick heal break. Man, that music transition, that was actually kind of terrible. And I don't know why I climbed up there. I think I wanted to check to see what was in the teleporter. But nah, not worth it. Alright, that done? Let's go. Continue on to... Oh yes, this puzzle. This puzzle is one of the more irritating ones, because this is technically, what was it? What's the term? It's optional. I mean, you have to destroy these guys in order to continue on, or rather, in order to make continuing a lot less difficult. Because these buggers keep on summoning these bloody, what was it? Cockroach bastards. Again, I need to learn their names. There is a hell of a lot of noise here. I may have to turn down the music a little. Whatever. I'll deal with that. I'll deal with that in post-processing. Anyway, these guys will continue to appear later on into the game, and hopefully they'll have much less loud enemies, or much quieter enemies. Anyway, they're dead permanently here now, so I don't need to worry about them. Unfortunately, I have to worry about this puzzle. Now then, this room is easy enough to bypass. I can just throw the bomb down there, activate the lever, and all will be zippity dandy, as they say in the internet world. Now, it's possible to bring a torch over to that pile of thorny bushes. Unfortunately, the timing is a bit, I want to say rough, but well, yeah, it is pretty rough. Basically, I've got to hit that, make it so that the next bomb ends up. What was it? Have it so the next bomb ends up activate. What was it? God damn it! I've stuttered my words. I basically got to have it so that a bomb activates. I have to have two bombs there. One activates to bring the platforms to the point where I can walk backwards, and then the other activates by the time I've gone back onto the platforms. Which is, it's a lot easier to show than it is to tell. Let's just say that. Unfortunately, my timing skills are like that of a guy who doesn't have it in a metronome. And unfortunately, I've wasted these torches. And I think there's a bit... Why did I not cut this bit out? I have no goddamn idea. Anyway, let's suffer through another minute of stupidity as I try and figure out this puzzle. Rather annoyingly, that bomb did not set off that bomb did not set off the lever, so just got to get the locations correct. As you can see, it's all about learning. Unfortunately, I do not learn very well. Now then, I could have made it in time, but I had already picked up the first fire. Anyway, with that, let's just skip ahead about 6 or 7 minutes because, oh my god, there was so much repeated bullcrap. Seriously, this is one of the more annoying things outside of the sliding ice pillars. Anyway, with that, I finally do get the timing down. Bring the lantern over, And this is how you do it. It looks simple, but I feel like I should link a video of upload an unlisted video, just link it. It's just like, this is how many times it actually took me to get through this bloody thing. And it's all for a Gilded Falcon, which will help us in the long run, I figure I should mention. Sort of, maybe. I want to say there's a backward symbol here, but that will be, I think that may be copyrighted? I don't know. Anyway, let's forget about this room. Now, normally you'd have to, if you're not any good with these puzzles, you can still come back here with a later weapon, and just be like, yeah, dudes, we can do this. It's simple enough. You just gotta fling it, and it's all there. I really should be more descriptive at times. Anyway, with this room clear, well, with this room we got more of the silverfish, cockroach things. I've gotta look up their make. Anyway, this room is simple enough. Just gotta get up to the button, and there's fire everywhere. I'm not entirely sure why there's a thorny bush there. I guess it was trying to hide something, but I just don't care about it. I don't care enough to go and burn it. Anyway, this room is another bit of a tricky deal, but it's not as difficult. What's the term? I forget what the term is. Oh yeah, it's not as difficult as the timing puzzle that I had to deal with last time, because it doesn't take bloody 7 minutes to complete. However, you do have to think of how to throw these lanterns in the way that you can actually access the treasure chest at the top left of the room. Is that all the enemies done? I think it's all the enemies done. Yep, you can probably tell how to do it already. I mean, oh yeah, you could just throw all those thorny bushes, but the flames at those thorny bushes at the right. But that's the easy path. Again, this is something you can do once you've got another weapon in the game. You can probably surmise what it's meant to be, but well, that will be spoilers, so I won't tell. But in order to get there, we need to be able to destroy all the the three piles of thorny bushes that are on the platforms themselves. And one done, we've just got to get the other two, which is simple enough again. But my timing, my throwing arm ends up being too strong, and I have to repeat the room. Now, thankfully, this is easy enough to dodge because of my hedgehog capabilities. Brilliant. Now, anyway, as you can see, too far. So we've got to repeat the entire room. I think the enemies end up respawning. I'm gonna have to talk a bit louder, but I don't give a damn. But I think some of these, yeah, I do end up killing them. Why am I such an idiot at times? Oh yeah, because I wanted to kill them. They're irritating. And make a lot of noise. I always thought they used to be like rocky enemies to begin with, because, you know, they're grey and they sound rumbly. But then, you know, I just thought, I actually got a closer look at what the hell they drop, and it's just like, oh, they're bugs. I suppose that makes sense, but, you know, I don't like them. Anyway, we end up screwing up that jump because of, I want to say, you know, input lag, but it's so minuscule that even then it still throws me off. Anyway. This bit's still very simple to get past. We just gotta place ourselves very precariously on the edge. I wonder if it's just the shadow that tells you where you're meant to be. Oh, nope, maybe not. Anyway, with that, we get the life vessel of this area. Oh boy! I knew you were looking forward to that lovely rapturous noise. Rapturous, not rapturous. That implies there's raptors involved. And God knows we don't need that. Anyway, this room cleared, we can completely forget about it for the rest of the game. Now to continue onwards with the actual dungeon, or with the actual Megascar. With the actual Megascar. I am so amazing at wordplay, you don't even know. Now then. Yep, we're starting to get more into the interesting parts of the area, or the place. There's those little drips of water seem harmless enough, but they're able to put these fires out in an instant because, well, it's water. Instantaneous outputtery. Outputtery? Extinguishing. They can extinguish the flames with just a single cold drop. Very powerful water, I'll have you know. Or maybe it's just the fact that the flames, the sconces themselves or some shit, they are quite weak. I mean, the fact that what was it? The fact that when you throw them, they break instantaneously. Yeah, that's always a telling sign. Anyway, we've got more herbs here, which we're gonna use instantaneously, of course, or momentarily. And yep, that's that done. Don't want to waste them, you know. And considering I accidentally let myself get hit by these spike balls, it's, you know, may as well make use of it. I don't think, no, I didn't get hit by them again. And we got more of these buggers. And we're introduced to another new enemy, which is just irritating more than anything. Oh boy, we get to deal with... I think these guys are cockroaches more than anything. Whatever they are, they're irritating because they've got stingers in their asses and they will leap at you. They can also fire. I think they can fire. We'll find out. Oh boy. And you may be able to hear them. It's more of the silverfish lumps. I really need to figure out names now. I wasn't going to deal with these in the regular way. And I wasn't going to deal with them in the other regular way. Let's deal with them in the only way we know, with fire. Fortunately, the firestorm kinda missed. Ended up homing on the enemies on the top, and it couldn't reach them in time. Or it couldn't reach them because of placements and such. So we're just gonna have to deal with the other two in the regular way by cutting them to ribbons. Man, these guys really do make a lot of noise. I have to get my voice up all the damn time. But anyway, with them dealt with properly, I am very glad for the fact that they one-shot them, or the flames one-shot them. Anyway, we have the key to continue on. It's rather amusing. It's just a regular-looking key that ends up activating a stone sliding door. Anyway, the puzzle in this room has revealed itself. We just gotta find a way to get these fire turtles into place. And unfortunately, they end up getting into a rather stupid place. You'll see these two end up killing each other. I think, anyway. Alright, here we go. Yeah, as you can see, they have a fire burning inside their soul, or inside their very being, hence why I keep being able to bomb them in one hit. So yeah, they keep on falling over. Kind of a silly thing, really. But with what was it, fortuitous placement whilst I was watching the others kill themselves, or kill each other, we end up getting the path forward, but we can't actually go forward until we've killed all the enemies in the room. So it's simple enough to deal with. Single charge attack. I keep walking into these thorns, but and I remember they do like 1 hit point of damage, so I don't need to worry. It's the enemies I've got to be wary of. And I really get drunk. I keep doing it. It's so stupid. Anyway, once I've killed, I almost ended up breaking that fire, the fire torch, whatever it is. I almost broke that by accident, by standing on it. But oh well, I didn't. So it's all good. This room is one I'll be returning to shortly. I've got to find the way to get there, or find the way to get here properly. This was where the key is that allows us to continue forward, which will make itself apparent in a few minutes. Well, in a minute or two, actually, considering how much I've edited this. Because you'll see why exactly there's editing in about a minute or so. Aren't I so amazing at explaining things? Anyway, one of these buggers. Thankfully, he'll end up making it so I actually did use that properly. I'm almost out of health, though. That's never a good sign. I'm also completely out of mana. Or out of magic, rather. You don't really get a lot of uses, but I suppose it makes sense. I think it's fancy in magic? No, it's not. That can't be right. Anyway, just gotta leap over here. Oh, I fucked it up. Anyway, I end up fucking it up, or screwing it up a couple more times. So, let's just warp over here again. Edited all the failure out, as I am wont to do. And here we are. Simple enough, as long as you got the timing right. And once again, we've got another seeming stone wall there, activated by another iron key. Kinda weird. Anyway, with that done, let's continue. Not much in here to begin with, but unfortunately, these corpses continue to exist. It's rather irritating that they can continue to summon things when they're actually, they don't take damage when they're actively summoning something. I forget what was in that chest to begin with. I forget what's in there right now, because, well, I wasn't paying attention. So we're just gonna have to, well, get the flames and, you know, get in there, as it is. Who'd have thought I'd be able to think of that sort of amazing, what was it? Answer to the stupid puzzle. Well, I'm kind of chattering away in the stupidest way right now. Anyway, yes, we've got a magic elixir here, which is perfect, because we're not going to be coming back here, as far as I remember, and, well, we may as well pick it up. Anyway, with this area cleared, we don't have to worry about the rest of the area. Well, I am just not on fire today. It's kind of a stupid thing. Oh boy, here's another room repeating area. Oh, this is another pathway more than anything. Thankfully, it's easy enough to clear, but it's just irritating thanks to these water droplets. I don't think I end up losing any of the fire torches to those water droplets, or any in this room anyway. I do end up losing some to them later on, but that's part of a puzzle more than anything. Can't believe I let myself get hit there. And this is another room that's irritating as it is, because when you do this, barrel and a torch drops, as you can see. Simple enough to get to the other side, it's just figuring it out. This was a stupid idea, as you can see. I don't remember why I didn't edit all this out. Oh yeah, it's because it's really easy to, you know, repeat. It's just simple enough. It's what, a few seconds. It's not like I'm repeating 2 minutes worth of trying to solve ice pillars all over again. And that was once again a stupid idea, because now I can't get back up there. So just gotta go out and explore this area to see where this teleporter takes us. This teleporter takes us to here. Isn't that just amazing? I think the teleporter, they actually does take you back, but that's something I'll have to discover later. And I end up showing this room because, well, I think I end up screwing it up. Oh yeah, I showed the room because, well, obviously we've got to find out where the hell the damn thing goes. And once again, my throwing arm is terrible. Aren't I just brilliant? Past me is a fucking, what was it, amazement to behold. Anyway, with the room repeated, or with the room ignored, let's just cut ahead a little with tasteful edits. I need a little trademark there. Anyway, the simple solution here is to just dump the barrel over here, of course. Simple enough, and we can actually jump over there. Getting it to the other side, getting it on the right platforms is just a tedious thing as it is. Thankfully, it's easy enough to get up here. And there we are. I think this had another key. No, it just had money. So this was a completely fruitless effort. I mean, okay, we got money, but what the hell am I using money for nowadays? I'm not gonna be... Wait, no, that's giving too much away. Anyway, this place, thankfully I don't need to kill the, what was it, the corpses there. I do like how I'm able to turn, I'm able to turn the platform without actually turning Alundra there, because, oh, he was carrying a bomb, it's all alright. Anyway, with that cleared, let's see what's up in here. Up in here. Yep, there's absolutely fucking nothing here. But we end up looping back to the main atrium, opening a door that was never there before. I think I end up saving. Oh yeah, I do end up saving, but not before, you know, checking to see what was in there. It's just like, what's through here? Oh, nope, gonna go save. I think I ended up saving. I don't know why I attacked that guy first. It's a stupid thing. Anyway, with another save prompt done and dusted, let's actually see what's through here. I mean, we may as well, right? And yes, it's it's more of those corpse things, but we don't need to worry about it. Weirdly enough, they're those ones summoned slimes. Who knew? We don't need to kill. We don't actually need to kill any more of these things because there are no treasure chests that. Or there were no treasure chests that dropped with prompt or with the death prompts, or no doors that appeared or unlocked. We just need to get through. Thankfully, I am all about tanking that lovely damage, and you know, using items when I don't want to have to repeat an area. That is a Steam notification. My apologies. Sorry. Some of the names I see is kind of interesting. Anyway. Just ignore all these loud bastards and continue on to the next area. Or continue to the last chest and then on to the next area. More money. How scintillating. I really should figure out a way to describe these things without sounding like a pompous brat. Pompous prat. Sorry, if I were a brat, I'd probably be like 13 years old. I'm commenting over Minecraft. That's rude, I'm sorry. Anyway. Stupidity aside, let's continue on to the next main room, as it were. 4 levers that seem to be incapable of moving. We've got to find a way to get them to move properly. And as such, it's in this rather strangely chiseled out room. Or caved out, mined out room? I don't know. Anyway, don't ask why I went through there. I think my controller was screwing up at that point. It does that in a future video, so you know, it's not fun. Anyway, thankfully we don't need to worry too much about timing in that one, even though those guys, yeah, there you go. See, they start shooting out their asses. or either what, however you want to pronounce it. I always found that saying ass sounds American or something. I don't know. And you can't, it sounds weird saying arse all the time, because that just makes me sound like a crotchety old priest. Don't ask how I think that. It's a bit of a weird one. Anyway, we've got to light these 4 sconces in order to, or lanterns, whatever you want to call them. The modest one faces. I think there's a joke about the old Zelda games there somewhere. We'll find out about it. I may explain it later when I'm not sounding so stuttery. Anyway, gotta find these. We gotta explore these 4 rooms in order to actually continue with the next area. Unfortunately, I got distracted and think, you know what? I may want to check out that other room first because there may be some pretty cool stuff there, and I may end up missing it or forgetting about it, as I am wont to do. In this path, there's a dead end, but there are lots of lovely treasures, which I end up using because, well, I'm a genius who keeps hurting himself on fires that shouldn't actually hit him. And now we get an interesting look at the water scroll. This is how it works. It heals up half your health, which is a good thing, considering that's exactly how much health I had. And all of the once the shield has past a certain time limit, it will stop spinning around me and launch itself at enemies, or at random. I think it launches itself at enemies, but, well, you know, stuff happens. Anyway, got the Wonder Essence there that I don't end up keeping right now. I do end up grabbing it later on because, well, you know, free shit, and I'm not going back here. The Strength Elixir is always wanted, of course, because I didn't have one of those. It's amazing. It's amazing what sort of stuff I remember. Anyway, gonna continue onwards. We're gonna continue on with the 4 dead end roads here. We've already done the southern or the southeastern one. Now we've got to do the southwestern one. Well, we can do them in any order we want. Now this room is a bit of a baffling one because, well, we've got the 4 torches there already. It's kind of amusing, but you'll see exactly why I'm confused by it. I mean, okay, I end up hitting myself on spikes, but I'm a bit of an idiot like that. Apparently, it's very hard to read these things with all 4, the room being so dark, even though I've got the 4 torches right next to it. Apparently the actual lanterns, which are further away, are so powerful that they're able to light up an entire room. So I don't know. I am not an architect. Let's just say that. I don't know what sort of engineering is required in this game, or with this dungeon design. Anyway, gotta obviously get these across without letting them get put out by the little drips in the ceiling. I would say who left this place dripping so much is not up to code, but then I remember that it's a cave, so I suppose it's allowed to do that. And with that, we're able to actually see the room without having to strain our eyes. Isn't that just going to look so good at 720? Anyway, with that room done, we know that is the southwest lever points upwards. And yes, unfortunately, the first time I teleported back, that was just, you know, muscle memory. I was just like, well, I'm going to keep going up. Oh, damn it. Anyway. Now we've got, the northwestern prong to deal with. This one is another one of those curious puzzle rooms, because, oh, hey, there's got to be a way to get past all these, I think I may have spoiled it a bit too early, but basically, we've got to light, of course. We've got to light the four lanterns there. But there's only 3 torches. So how are we going to do it? That is part of the puzzle. Isn't that just brilliant? Now, we've got to find our way to a certain lever that may have flashed on the screen once or twice there. And in order to do that, we've got to, we've got to throw the torches in such a way that I am able to use all 3 of them to continue on to the, into the lever. As you can see there. This was not a good way to use that torch. We've got to destroy the 3 big thorny bushes that you may have seen in the bottom left of the screen when I was in the middle of the area. Unfortunately, what the hell am I talking about? This, of course, means using the torches properly. As I say again, I don't know why I left all these repeats in. I think it's because it took less than a minute to do. Now, that was just poor gameplay on my part. I picked up the torch, realized too late, yeah, no, that wasn't meant to do this. And I went for gold, and unfortunately got another retry. Now then, the proper way to do it is thusly. We've got to throw this torch over to the, over to that pile of thorny bushes. Then we got to take the last two. I don't have to worry about the order. It's just the first one that requires a specific use. Because I can just throw this here, and then throw that torch up to the thorny bush there, and we can actually hit the switch that will activate the room. Or activate the mechanism of the room, as you will see thusly. All four of them lit at once, we can finally see what's going on. What was it? The northwestern prong requires the switch to be thrown to the right, which is easy enough. I don't know why I ended up cutting all these bushes. I think I wanted health. I don't know. What I do in the past is kind of a curious thing, even to myself. And also because of the fact that I recorded this over like 3 weeks ago. Seriously. I do like a huge lump of videos, 1 3-hour lump of video, and then I edit it accordingly. It makes it so I don't have to record gameplay as often, but Jesus Christ, there's a lot of editing. Now then, this room is an irritating room because I have a small time limit before I can't throw the torches anymore, which you will see now. Within, what was it, 15 seconds or so, I have to throw 4 torches onto the four lanterns, which is easy enough if you know what to do. Unfortunately, the first time I was just like, oh, what am I doing? I gotta panic. I don't have much time. Unfortunately, what am I doing? I keep saying the word unfortunately like it's a comma or something. I don't know why I decided to kill more of those things. I guess I wanted to deafen myself or something. But yes, with this one done, we now know the 4 directions they have to be thrown, and we will now actually be able to throw the switches. That I think it was done purely so that people who knew what was going on didn't just completely skip out on that. Some weird writing on the platform there, but we'll see it later. Anyway. With this, I thought, hey, you know what? I may as well go, what was it? Oh, no, wait, I was thinking of something else. Anyway, the platform lands on my head. There's the thing, but, yeah, now. Sorry, I forgot when exactly I did this, but, I decided, you know what, let's go grab that, Wonder Essence whilst we're in the neighborhood still. Or whilst we're still in the neighborhood, rather. It's easy enough to grab, and, you know, we may as well, because we've got spares. And boosh. Free Wonder Essence. Oh man. I'm so amazingly descriptive with these sorts of things. I wonder how well I'd be doing this if I was talking in Welsh. Probably a lot worse actually thinking about it. Anyway, enough rambling. Let's get rambling. Isn't that just amazing? Anyway, this next room is a vertical area, which I haven't screwed up the timing. It's just, you know, this ends up being faster than having to wait for the platforms to come down. Now then, with that done, we finally, it was the first try? I don't know. This is more of an empty room that you drop into more than anything. So coming here was a bit of a fruitless effort, shown only to indicate, made only to indicate what exactly is in that room. You know, gotta explore and all that sort of stuff. I do find it amusing that standing on a platform makes the bombs always appear behind Alundra, regardless of where he is, or regardless of how the bomb's actually being held. It's kind of a silly thing. Anyway, this is the pit that will end up. What was it? If I end up dropping out of the. This is the pit that leads us to the floor below. Let's just say that. But what was it? This room is an annoying one because hey, you gotta find a way to get up there in time. Isn't that just fun? Unfortunately, this will not do it. But what was it? There is a way to do this. It's just that thanks to how the platforms work, you have to keep on hopping in order to make it in time. Because hey, you've just started walking on the spot. I hope you didn't expect that to work. But yeah, if you do it fast enough, then you could get the barrel there. Simple enough. I think before too long, the platforms make it so that you can't actually jump to the higher spots. So you do have to actually use a barrel. Anyway, this area was too small, too tight an area for me to slip by without taking harm. Rather unfortunately, I do not learn this. And there, I actually did use the word correct for once. I was more of just toughing it out, just so I could get past faster. Oh no, that's stupid. Ugh. Anyway, got more drips in this room, including Alundra, rather amusingly. No, that's a bad joke. Anyway, what was it? Through this room, we will find the key that allows us to continue to the next area, and so amusingly enough, we only need 1 torch, But we get given 2 because, well, it would be easier in the long run. If only I was able to platform properly, or able to get through these places properly. It's because what was it? Vertically, I can see where I'm going. Horizontally, it's just like, what even is the point, man? It's irritating, you know. I do end up getting it after a couple of tries, but you know, not without pranging myself on all the pricks in the world. Yes, I'm going on record as having said that. Now then, with that done, oh man, we got a key. Thank you. What was it? Foresight as it is. Don't ask why I said that so early. I guess I wanted to say it early. I still find it amusing that those bombs still can't set the thorny bushes on fire. I guess that's more of an explosive force than a flaming force or a constant heat source. Anyway, simple enough, as you can see. I'm very glad that that health ended up dropping because, well, they end up acting like little what was it? Free herbs. And we've got to clear out these 2 corpses in order to continue on. Thankfully, they don't end up throwing maggot men at us, or cockroach men at us. I don't know why I ended up killing that guy first. I don't remember which order those cockroaches ended up coming out, but yeah, whatever. Stuff happens. I do find it irritating that these guys can't be one-shotted. You have to hit them several times. It just makes them irritating, you know. Anyway, with that, we are now at the we're now at the precipice to the final boss. Yeah, of course, this guy's the final boss. No, we're at the precipice of the boss. A great big whopping platform in the middle of God knows where. Seriously, this place is just empty. Now then, actually, yeah. Now that I think about it, this place will become a lot more. Place will become recognizable in due time. Let's just say that. But anyway, oh yeah, this is one of this guy's attacks. Or is it a guy? I don't know. It's called the corpse worm. Now, in order to be able to hurt the head, we need to hit all the body segments until they all turn brown. You know, until all the armor goes away, and then the head can be hurt. Don't ask how it works. I don't know either. Anyway, then we have to start actually beating the head up, or slicing the head with several well-placed sword strikes. Unfortunately, I am not good at doing that because of its confusing manner of walking. Oh man, kind of a weird thing, really. I do end up nearly dying, rather curiously. But what was it? Due to the way this thing moves, it does when it chooses to regenerate its body parts is a bit of a crapshoot. You always know when it's going to do it because it. Oh wait, I'm going to go in a circle and release a horrifying scream. Anyway, making good use of the strength elixir there, because, you know, it's better to use one than to have to constantly spam herbs. Even though those are a lot more, what's the word? They appear a lot more in the world. I end up timing that strike wrong. It was kind of a dumb thing. But anyway, this boss is simple enough to defeat. It takes a lot less time than the Soul Leech, let's just say that. Anyway, with all of its body parts browned again. I don't even know how the hell to describe that. But yeah, with all that done, we can continue to beat up the Skuller some more. Wow. I'm not entirely sure what it's meant to look like. I suppose it's meant to look like several dozen skulls, or several skulls put together to make a horrifying visage. I mean, it would make sense, it is the corpse worm. But anyway, thankfully it only ends up placing one of those weird eggs. If you end up letting them hatch, they do end up releasing a couple of those hopping cockroach bastards. So really, if I wanted a better prospect of health, I'd have to just let it live. But you know what? I don't like them. I mean, would you? Anyway, I do end up starting to use the herbs because I just don't want to not use them. Because, you know, having all that health and never using it will end up making me look like a bit of an idiot when I do end up needing it. Or rather, when I end up dying. I do find it weird that you don't have to hurt the tail in order to kill this thing. Anyway, we're almost done with this fight. It's just unfortunately I placed my sword strikes incorrectly. And with this, we're done. We didn't end up using our very expensive full heal at the very end of the fight either, which is always a good thing. And yeah, we ended up using it at the start of the fight when we actually needed it. Isn't that brilliant? Anyway, I could have done that a lot better, but I think by the time I reached this part, I just wanted to finish the recording and get on with finishing the commentary of the video I had to upload about a month ago. It's funny how that works. In fact, that's what I'm doing right now. I finished about 3 hours of recording before finishing editing this video and uploading the commentary, or recording the commentary. Anyway, we now get to speak to another one of the Another one of the Guardians. That's what it was. And this one's green. Isn't that just amazing? I don't think they end up giving us the green, what's the term? I forget. Anyway, Crash, that's what it was. Unfortunately, as she says, Azuma says, the crest was already pinched by the monkeys. So, rather unfortunately, we got attacked by the corpse worm. It's funny how that goes. Anyway, with that done, we find, of course, one of the treasure chests was already emptied, and we get a free scroll, a wind scroll which summons lightning bolts. It's amazing. We'll end up seeing that in the next video with rather an amusing use. Let's just say that. But with that done, we can we have no way to get out of here, so we've just got to actually get out. We get teleported out, rather convenient as it is, because we're not meant to be here. Isn't that just fun? Anyway, with that, I think we get a full heal as well. Do we? I don't know. Oh yeah, we do! Isn't that amazing? Anyway, with that, just teleport back home. It's like, when did you get here? It's a bit of a curious thing, considering Septimus was just coming up to see if Alundra was in. She was like, I don't remember when you got back. In fact, I don't know how long Alundra was in there for. I mean, in game, half an hour, or in real time, half an hour. But anyway, I'm kind of glossing over what's going on here. Septimus is told by Maya that, she believes that Ronan is praying to a dark god. Anyone who's got an inkling of pattern recognition will probably have realised that already. Anyway, with that done, I'll just have a quick look at the wind scroll just to see how it's described. Oh boy, deadly lightning. With that done, let's save and finish this video. I thank you all for watching, and I hope you look forward to the next video where we're going to be talking to more townspeople, and I believe we're going to be going into the sanctuary to see what's going on there. I thank you for watching, and I hope you continue watching once again.